Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hopefully you're doing well today. It's kind of a cloudy, dark, yet beautiful, mysterious morning here on the beach in Florida. And I'm in the middle of a kind of a run walk, and I'm just thinking. And when I run, I try to run or just walk, just to kind of clear my head. Hopefully you do the same thing. And there are some days where it just gets overwhelming with my thought process and what I'm thinking and what I'm frustrated about, I guess, is the more accurate thing to kind of push into this. I'm in the middle of a bit of a season these last couple of weeks where I've been trying and trying to put together some shows, get some events together just to see if anybody's interested in having me come out and play. And I almost posted this morning on Facebook. I'll put it here because I can be a little more honest and real here. I didn't want it to be like an explosive post on Facebook, but I almost posted on Facebook, the life of a independent musician is one of constant rejection and one of unanswered conversations and one of just complete and utter almost lack of interest sometimes. And yeah, I know it's me just kind of belly aching a little bit and being annoyed at the process and all this kind of stuff, and that's what it is. It's a process. And I'm out running this morning and I'm thinking, and I'm like, okay, that's all well and good. I can kind of be upset about not being able to book some shows and put together a calendar. You know, I can be upset about the fact that, you know, you get into this battle of comparing yourself to other artists. Oh, they have managers, they have tour managers, they have booking managers, they have all these other things that help them with this. I'm on my own, and I don't know, I just kind of went down that rabbit hole this morning, and I don't want to focus on that. I just want to vent a little frustration because I don't have anybody to vent to because this is me and you. So, but it kind of led me back to this idea and this concept that we were chatting about on Wednesday night in our Bible study. And that conversation and that chat was about John chapter 15, verses 1 through 5. And the main takeaway that I had about that was that's the verses that say, you know, Jesus is the vine, we are the branches, we are connected to him. There's no way that we can work apart from him, and the branches that are not bearing fruit will be chopped off and burned. You know, it's pretty harsh. I was listening to one pastor's take on it, and he was like, oh yeah, gentle Jesus, we're gonna chop them off and burn them, which is an interesting way of looking at it. But the one thing that I kept coming back to, yes, we need to stay connected to the Father, and we need to continually rely on him and be in constant communication with him. But the one word that I kept getting hung up on over the last few days, because I'm recording this on a Thursday morning, and I recorded the Bible study around midnight on Tuesday night, and over the last day and a half, aside from the frustration of everything that I've been frustrated about as far as bookings go, this one word, abide, keeps coming back to me over and over and over again. And so I'm thinking about what that means, and the one quote that we found that night on the Bible study about abiding is, Jesus abides in us. Yes, that is a given, and that is something we probably take for granted every single day, yet we need to choose to abide in him. And that's the one that really has been kind of twisting me a little bit over the last couple of days. And it's something that the selfishness in me and the ego in me has trouble with. And let me just explain that a little more. Because we love as people and as humans to be given things, and for things to be handed to us, and for us not to have to work for something. I'm not saying that we work for our salvation. Please don't get me wrong in that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that we need to, in order for a relationship, and we've spoken about this on this podcast before, but in order for a relationship to work, it's a two-way street. There are two people that have to be involved in a relationship. You can certainly have a relationship with yourself, but that's boring, right? Who wants to hang out with themselves all day long? I know that I get sick of myself often, but the idea of a relationship is there are two people involved or more, right? A relationship in a family, a relationship in a church, a relationship in a friend group. There are multiple conversations and relationships that are being involved in the whole thing. So in order for a relationship to work, in order for our relationship to work with Jesus, he abides in us. It's a given. Is it easy for him? I don't know. Sometimes I'm a pain in the neck. Sometimes you're a pain in the neck. And yet he continually wants to be with us and abide in us and with us. And so our response and our call back to him is to abide in him. And what does that look like? You know, like today, I'm out on this run. It's beautiful here. And I'm just trying to kind of, come to grips with all of these frustrations that I've been having over this past week, 2 weeks. And, a gig might be coming in, it might not be coming in. No, it's not coming in. Oh, we wanted you on this day, and then it got canceled. Oh, that's not happening either. This is frustrating. So I'm thinking about all of that, and boo-hoo, poor guy, whatever. And then I'm thinking about, okay, well, let me just zero back in on the reason we do this, the reason we continually, what keeps me going and us going as a community. And that is our adoration. That is our adoration and our love for Jesus and the desire to know him more. And that last part is really what this is about. The desire to know him more, the desire to abide in him, abide in his promises, and abide in who he is. So, anyway. So how do we do that? How do we abide in him? Daily devotions, no doubt. Worship, absolutely. Spending time in his word, yes. Spending time with other people that are trying to do the same thing we are, which is abiding in Jesus, desperately seeking Jesus, right? And that is another way there's so many different ways, through offering, through giving, through being a part of something that's bigger than you, to being a part of a community like this. This is just the way that we abide in Jesus. And so I encourage you today, I'm hoping this wind isn't messing up the audio here, but hang on a second. Come on, wind, slow down a minute. Or not. Okay. I encourage you today to just abide in Jesus. And maybe that just means you just stop, which is what I'm going to try to do today. I'm going to step away from the computer, step away from the phone, step away from the influences of the world and just focus in on Jesus and just abide in him. Abide in the promises that he has for you, that he is a good and faithful and serving and loving and caring and just, he loves us. His mercies are new every day. I'm looking out at this. You guys can't see this yet, but I'm going to flip the phone around in a minute and I'm going to show you this view, and it's just, his mercies are new this morning. And I just need to rest in that fact. So today, abide in Jesus. Go read John 15, 1 through 5. It's a short little passage, right? Take 5 minutes, read it, meditate on it, just kind of spend some time with Jesus that way. Let him be the anchor in your heart and in your soul. Okay? Man. Anyway, that's just what I was struggling with. I just wanted to let you guys know this is real. It's not like, oh, Dave's got it all together. No, Dave does not have it all together. So hopefully you guys got a little something out of my ramblings, but I just wanted to share that part of it this morning about abiding. And hey, if you want to get involved in what we're doing, we have an incredible community of people that are just coming together and desperately seeking Jesus daily, and we're changing lives and we're saving lives in the name of Jesus through child sponsorship. The first few dollars of your membership goes straight to helping us sponsor a child. The balance goes right back into this ministry and keeping it going. Just keeping it going. You can just head over to joindaysbandonline.com, or if you want to step up a little more, just go to Join Days Band online, and there's some higher tiered memberships there. So today, guys, join us, get involved in our community if you're not already. If you are, thank you. But take some time and abide in Jesus today. Let him be a part of who you are. Let him be a part of your day, a part of your decision making, a part of your process, a part of your work. Just let Jesus into it all. All right? Thanks, guys. I'm going to maybe walk along the beach here and show you what I'm looking at. See you on the next one.